Hello, everyone. It's just me here by myself today. We're going to be, so usually when I'm by myself, it goes a little bit quicker. How's everybody doing? I see we have Chris F. We have Liz and Tracy who will be helping me in the chat today because we're talking about the Magna Carta project. We have Jory, Jordan. Anybody else here this morning? Yes, I am alone. Mags had a last minute presentation she had to do this morning. And Azure wasn't feeling well. Julie had other plans. So here I am. Hello, Alesh and Tommy Buck. Benjamin. Some guy named Alesh. So I will be going through the normal profile of the week, the photo. I'm not going to do the question of the week because that's just Mag's thing. And then we will go into the Magna Carta project. Liz and Tracy so kindly wrote up some stuff about it. And I'll show their project page and some of the profiles. And then they'll be in the chat for anybody who has questions. And that's Liz there. She's here on YouTube. Is anybody here on Facebook this morning? Hello, Brian Nash. And then here's Tracy also. There's 4 project leaders for Magna Carta. Liz and Tracy are the ones currently here. So, how's anything new? I've had a pretty crazy week, as some of you might know. This week was my first week of my new job, normal job, not at the hotel anymore. And yeah, I don't know about you all. I have to fill up the space as I am. It's just me. Yeah, nobody in the Magna Carta project has a camera, a webcam. Liz and Tracy don't have webcams, so unfortunately they couldn't come on. So instead of, I guess I will just segue into our profile of the week, which was Ray Douglas Bradbury. We have also all of these other fiction authors that were featured in the connection finder at the bottom, because this week or last week, depending on how you look at the weeks, Mars was in opposition to Earth, so we featured authors who wrote about Mars, science fiction authors who wrote about Mars. So we have Ray Bradbury. He wrote a whole bunch of stuff, not just the Martian Chronicles. He also, probably a lot of you also know about the Fahrenheit 451. Received a Pulitzer Prize. Who were you guys most closely connected to? I didn't even check who I am most closely connected to. And I'm not looking at your screens right now, so I have no idea what you guys are saying to me. It looks like I have a tie again between Isaac Asimov, Philip Dick, Kurt Vonnegut. I have a 3-way tie between those 3. We also have Edgar Rice Burroughs, H.G. Wells, Frederick Pohl, Robert Heinlein, and Sir Arthur C. Clarke. Let me see what you guys are saying. Chris is closest to Isaac Asimov. And Liz, I do like my new job. It's very nice. Very normal schedule, normal all of that. Hello, Greg. So it seems like there is a Liz is closest to Heinlein. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Correct me if I'm not. So yeah, those are our profiles of the week. Liz met Isaac Asimov. Apparently he was a guest speaker at. That's pretty cool. It's not showing. There we go. Super cool. When did he? Oops. That is pretty awesome, Liz. That's him. But which ones are your favorite authors? But out of the ones that we have featured. No, I don't miss the weird hours. And yes, Greg, I am all alone today. That's okay. It'll be good. It'll be a short LiveCast today, unfortunately. But I'm excited to talk about the Magna Carta project. So I'll probably go quickly through these first few things that we usually go through, and then we'll go into the Magna Carta project. Because they gave me a lot of information to talk about. Liz went to a fan tech convention. That's pretty cool. So let's look at the photos of the week very quickly. So this week is silly. Ooh, let's see what kind of photos people uploaded. We have 12 to look at. You have some Pearl McCleary and her silly girlfriends. Looks like they're having a good time there. And remember, when you participate in the 52 Photos Challenge, your photo might get selected to be featured as the photo of the week. Usually selected from these photos that get uploaded. Bill Reeves larking about. That's a funny photo. Dog photobombed this girl playing the accordion. So do any of you know how to play the accordion? Not me. Halloween and birthday. I don't even know what either of them are supposed to be. Do you guys know what these are supposed to be? Weird Al? Is that Weird Al? Maybe. Or was I looking at something else? Bobby and Jimmy at Christmas. That's a cute one. He looks very happy with his new bicycle. It looks like he got a little go-kart. Looks like people are posting photos about holidays in relation to silly. That looks like that tree looks not very tree-like. Clowning around at Christmas. Some brothers with one with their tongue out. Ohio. Mum the biker. That's a fun photo. Oh, Howard Stern in his later years, says Chris about that other photo. I don't know if maybe you're just guessing. Gene Simmons as a child. The horse wool goof-offs. Definitely look like they're goofing off, especially that one. Women waiting. That's funny. They turned around for the photo. Coming and going, says the title. That's cute. Looks like he's in one of those kind of Dunes hats kind of things. I don't know why. It kind of also reminds me of the Tin Man. Howard is a DJ. Howard Stern. So that's it. That's all. That's all the photos this week. That's it. Okay, you guys haven't really said anything besides Chris and Liz going back and forth about Howard Stern. Okay, now I guess we can go into the Magna Carta project. What is the Magna Carta project? I didn't know much about it until I decided I want to feature the Magna Carta project for one of these, and then I got in touch with the 4 project leaders, and I learned more about it. So the Magna Carta, or the Great Charter, was an agreement in June 15th, 1215, a long, long time ago, between John, King of England, and 25 rebellious barons, establishing certain limits on the authority of the king. And you guys can kind of get the gist of that. So the goal of this project, the main goal, is to have a badge trail to a Surtree Baron, which are these guys. There's a category for them. You also have them down here. And apparently there are 8 barons that have no descendants after 4 generations. So to have the badge trail to a Surtree Baron for each registered documented gateway ancestor, which is another category which has a whole bunch of people in it. And these profiles have been reviewed by the project, giving the WikiTree members and visitors high-quality information about the hundreds of descendants of the Surtree Barons. Liz or Tracy, do you want to... Well, I think you had given me some information, but the gateway ancestor, what is that? A gateway ancestor. I'm sure it says also up here. For those that you probably could type out something and I could show it better than I could say it. So it includes gateway ancestors whose well-documented ancestral lines are treated in the Douglas Richardson Magna Carta Ancestry and Royal Ancestry. Of the 25 barons who vowed to enforce Magna Carta in 1215, only 17 have known descendants past the 4th generation. And this is the category. So hold on, let's see what you guys are saying. So look for the gateways covered by the project in the category Gateway Ancestors. We're looking at that. Benjamin had an interesting fact that Australia took steps to remove the Magna Carta from our law. Over there in the down under. So there are 240 gateways that immigrated to America before 1700. And then Benjamin said something about the Australia Bill in 1984 was passed to remove ties from England and make us more independent, removed us from the Magna Carta and English common law. And the gateways are proven descendants of the barons. Why was that not protection? Why is that not good, Liz? Oh, so the protections were gone from Australia, so that wasn't good. It's getting dark in my this. Okay. So the gateway ancestors and the barons. So that's their goal, to have the badge trail. I'm just going to kind of go through the project page really quick. So if you want to join the Magna Carta project, each little project has this little project box. So basically, answer their posts. But you have to make sure you meet the requirements. What are the requirements, you ask? Project guidelines. Includes information. Hold on, I'm kind of all over the place right now. So because these, at least the barons you have to be pre-1500 badge to work on those, but you can also you don't need to have the pre-1500 badge to be part of the project, but you're encouraged to have the pre-1700 badge. Okay, here's some more requirements. So you have to have been a full WikiTree member for 90 days, are pre-1700 certified, and you're not going through the mentoring process. And Liz or Tracy, if I miss anything, please let me know. Oh, look, Liz says that they're hoping for an Australian gateway. We'd waive the 1700 date. We just need to clear the primary proof for parent-child so you get to a registered and documented person. Cool. And yeah, like Tracy said, there are two levels of being a part of the Magna Carta project: you're badged and affiliate. An affiliate status is they don't want to be participating they're not going to be that active, but they're interested in the lineages between the gateway ancestors and the Magna Carta barons. Still need to be pre-1700 certified, and then when you're a badged member, you become a gateway guardian. You guard a gateway ancestor. You watch over the profile for a gateway ancestor. So Tracy and Liz, you have at least one person to watch over each gateway ancestor right now, or some people watching over multiple gateway ancestors? I'm curious. And yes, Liz says there are participation requirements to have the badge. You have to join one of the teams. We'll talk about the teams in a bit. And to work within 6 months of becoming a member on 6 profiles of people documented by Douglas Richardson and bring them up to project standards. And obviously, if you are not as active as you promised, they're not going to take away your badge, but you're committing to work within their guidelines and their commitments. Not so. Liz says they don't have. Not all the Gateway ancestors have a Gateway Guardian yet. So they need more members. So if you guys are interested in the Magna Carta project, look on their pages, sign up. Oh, look, Benjamin asked a wonderful question. Is there a quick way to see if you have connections to any of the Magna Carta signatories? I was actually going to show that. Stay tuned, Benjamin. And Tracy wrote up this wonderful little kind of guide for me to go through. I might jump around depending on people asking questions and all that, but I'm going to try to cover everything. Like I said, if I miss something, please forgive me. Going through as best as I can. So since not all the Gateway ancestors have a guardian, what percentage would you say are covered? How many members are currently in the Magna Carta project? I guess how many badged people are in the Magna Carta project right now? And then while they're answering that, there is a project checklist. Wait, what was the project checklist? They have spreadsheets. So the Magna Carta project has a lot of parts because it's unlike any other project, says Trace. They also have a trail. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the England trail. I just blanked on the name of it, but there's a trail that kind of where you work your way through it. I can actually show that. Let's see if they answered. Yes, I was gonna show for the app later. So badge member requirements. You have to update and improve 6 profiles in 6 months. And Tracy says there are 76-ish Gateway ancestors that have a guardian. There's lots of affiliates. Okay. What was I was going to show something else. I don't remember. My brain is all over the place. I had a busy morning. Let's see. So I was talking about how it's unlike any other project because of all these different parts and pages. The trail tracks, there we go. So this is their trail, right? They have their trail, which they go through. Trail tracks. No, that's not what I'm thinking of. We have so Liz just checked the badge list. There's 89 badge members, and a couple days ago, 89 affiliates. The Orphan Trail, thank you, Tracy. They have a trail like the Orphan Trail that England does. And this, I guess this is what I'm looking at now. The Trail Tracks has a table with Gateway Guardians. Aha, look at that. So out of all of the Gateway ancestors, how many are more or less have a good biography? Not a biography, but have sources and all of that. Are there a lot that still need work? And I guess that's why you need more members. Trails 2. So these are the Gateway Guardians and Gateway Ancestors table. So there's just so many pages. It's a little overwhelming. Our trails run from Gateway to Barren. England's Orphan Trail came along much later. Okay, so hold on, let me go back to the project page. So we're going to talk about the teams. They have 5 teams. They have a post-1500 team, a pre-1500 team, a trail development team, a membership development team, and a maintenance team. So I think the pre and post 1500 teams are pretty self-explanatory. One deals with post 1500 profiles, the other deal with pre 1500 profiles. The trail development team, they develop and rework the trails documented by Douglas Richardson from the Magna Carta Barons, the Gateway Ancestors. And if you're a badge member, you have to join one of these teams. The project membership development team is to recruit new members, basically. So, and then we have the admin team, which I believe is about the categories. Providing template and categorization support, coordinating and publishing a newsletter, which I can show you their newsletter. They do a monthly newsletter, which is great. Overseeing and maintaining the descendant categories and space pages, and maintaining project pages not covered by other teams. So those are their 5 teams. And a badge, Liz and Tracy, just to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. They can join any team to be a badge member, or they have to join certain teams to be a badge member. See, 100%. So, okay, 100% of the profiles have sources for the Gateway Ancestors. That what that 100% was? Okay. The profiles on the trails are the profiles that need work. Okay. So the teams. Hold on, I just lost my train of thought. So the illustrious men, Tracy and Liz, what is the difference? How did the illustrious men tie in? So it says the illustrious men barons who were counselors to King John immediately after listing the bishops. So they're also included in the trail with the barons. Okay, so to be a badge member, you have to join either the pre or post 1500 teams. It's either of them. But you can also join one of the other teams as well. But you have to join either the pre or the post 1500 teams. And obviously, if you're in the pre 1500 team, you have to have the pre 1500 badge, because you can't really work on pre 1500 profiles without the badge. And then Liz was saying the Magna Carta project stops at the Gateway with the Gateway Ancestors. So anybody in the chat who's watching have any questions so far about what I've said, or if I've said anything confusing or incorrectly? And getting the pre-1500 badge is quite a task. You have to create a really good pre-1700 profile, know how to source really well. You have to be part of a project, and a project leader has to be able to vouch for you. So pre-1500 badge. That just gave me an idea. Maybe we'll do a segment about the pre-1500 badge. It's a good idea. Good job, Sarah. So Michael Cayley just finished up updating all the profiles for the 16 illustrious men. He is the project coordinator for them. So these are them. There's a category for them. Let's look at one of them. Let's look at one of these profiles. They were listed in the preamble to the Magna Carta. Pretty good profile. And look, it's a 5-star profile. If you don't know about 5-star profiles, you should look it up. Basically, it meets these are all the Magna Carta 5-star profiles. Basically, how many times the link has been clicked, and it's fully sourced and has all of the parts there, right? Am I right or am I wrong? 5-star profiles. Because look, this one specifically has had 3,000 views. That's crazy. So people are looking at these profiles. So that's why we want them to look as best as we can and as accurate as we can. Because other people on the web, not part of WikiTree, coming, maybe searching Magna Carta stuff and these names, and we want WikiTree to look good. And Tracy says that they manage over 1,000 5-star profiles because of the gateway ancestors and the barons, and they're just some of the ones that are searched most often. So they get a lot of hits on Google. A lot of people are looking at these profiles, and a lot of them file under the the Magna Carta project. So Tracy and Liz say I am right, half right about the 5-star profile. Number of hits, yeah, on Google or any search engine, mostly Google. Okay, let's see. Was there anything else you guys wanted to say about the teams? Oh, here, we wanted to show the base camp. I have so many tabs open right now, it's crazy. so many pages. Okay, so this is the base camp that they were talking about. So Magna Carta Trails. And the team member with the gateway ancestor who's in charge. See, some of them don't have a guardian. So these are all of the gateway ancestors and their guardian. Yeah. It looks like for the most part, at least in this table, everybody has a guardian, but are they just kind of placeholders? Like it looks like Michael, like the 4 of you guys are guarding most of the ancestors. So Tracy says that they manage all the profiles on every trail between the gateway and the baron, and it usually has 15 to 18 profiles in the trail. So you can already see how you're related to them. So why don't we do that real quick? Let's look at the, so the base camp shows 240 ancestors and shows trails to barrens. So like, hold on, let's look at the top of this table real quick. So the table has the gateway ancestor and then the barren they are connect gateway to. Well look, we can see the trail here. Oh look, so the trail, is that on the bottom? Okay, that's on the bottom of the gateway ancestor. They have the trail completed. And this one is 13 steps. And they have that they're badged and their percentage of completeness in regards to sources, bio, categories, dates, locations, and relationships. And then if they're been need more review by the project. Does that sound correct to both you guys? Just by looking at this. Now, I was going to show you, so in WikiTree we have these, the relationship finder quick links, where we have like the U.S. presidents, Mayflower passengers, but also one of them are the Magna Carta sutries. So you can quickly see how you're connected to each of them. If I connected, let's go through them. Nope, I'm probably not. I don't think I have any connection to any of the Magna Carta ones. But another way you can check is, this is my grandfather, is by using Chase's, I could confuse with everybody who makes stuff. Chase's, whatchamacallit, app, the ancestor list, and you can look, see if you have any Magna Carta. Anybody with the Magna Carta badge. So you can either pick Gateway or Barren. So I'm going to click Gateway and see what happens. Nope, I don't have any. Do we want to and click Ross? Try Ross. Okay, hold on. Did I spell that right? Are we doing the gateway? No, I did. I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Yep, I did. It's going to take a little bit. First one. Oh, look. Here is a Magna Carta. So you can see there's one ancestor within 20 generations. The Magna Carta Gateway list criteria. And that's who they are connected to. That's the gateway ancestor. Was that what I was? So this ancestor list app can quickly show you how you're connected. But I feel like it's more than 20 generations back usually if you're using your own profile, right? Which page that we were talking about, Chris? This page or the quick finder page? So going to that relationship to find this page, I can show you real quick using, we can use his profile actually. So unless somebody else has a quicker way to get here, besides doing a search, you go to their family tree and tools. What am I looking for? Relationship. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong one. There's actually a link right here. Relationship Finder Quick Links. And then here we go. And so we can see how Peter Warden is connected to another one of these Magna Carta people. And look, William and Peter are second cousins, 14 times removed. So there you go. So let's do Benjamin's ID on this. Wait, what am I doing? I got the number. 181. Let's see if he ends up being connected to anybody. On the Relationship Finder page, you can see if there's a connection to a Sutri Baron. So let's go to his let's see if he is connected to any of them by going through this. Oh, look! William III is the 25th great-grandfather of Ben. Look at that. We found one on the first try. That's pretty cool. Look at that, Ben. Are you connected to all of them? I'm not connected to any of them. My ancestors are just kind of boring. And you're the 27th great-grandfather. Let's try this one. 24th great-grandfather. Maybe I just need to do more research. That's probably also my problem. I have hit some brick walls on my research. First cousins 27 times removed. You're just related to all of them, aren't you? I guess in theory, they're all kind of connected, related. Oh, Chris wants us to do him. Hold on. Great. That's funny. Okay, let's try fair. I can never spell. Nope, I butchered that. Are you connected to any of them, Chris? Let's see. So relationship quick finder links. Let's see. Let's try this first guy. Are you connected to one? Oh my gosh. Uncertain, sorry. So William III and Chris are second cousins 25 times removed. Uncertain though. You got some work to do, Chris. Or whoever. You know, there's some uncertainty here in this middle part. You gotta work on your trail. Oh look, Mags is here. Well, in the Facebook. She has one eye on the LiveCast, but she is doing two things at once. Hey, y'all. Chris, your last name is a little bit difficult. Like, there's some O's that I'm not sure which place they're in, and all of that stuff. Oh, he wants me to look at a couple of the other ones. Please ignore how many tabs I have open. It opens a new tab every time I click one of these. Oh, look. First cousin 27 times removed. How come I'm not I feel so just not special enough, I guess, to be connected to any of these guys. I am connected to a couple presidents. But these Magna Carta people, I am not. Okay, so I'm gonna ask. So, Chris, Tracy wanted me to remind you that these are possible relationships on the relationship finder and for everybody, because a lot of these trails from you to that ancestor may not have been 100% sourced and verified. So that can be, you can take that on if you're trying to see how you're connected to one, either to anybody, to the president, to presidents, to Magna Carta, um, and even on the weekly profile of the week, you can take it upon yourself to go through that trail between you and the person they say you're connected or related to, and try as much as you can to verify and see that everything adds up. That is a good point. That this is just what people have inputted. I know I got disconnected from, what was it, a Mayflower passenger, no, Jamestown ancestor, because somebody was like, I can't, there's nothing to prove this, but I can disprove it. So they got disconnected. So I don't have a Jamestown ancestor anymore until we find that link again. So Tracy says is the first thing to do is figure out if you're connected to a gateway, then the project will help you find an established, verified trail to a Sutri Baron. So Chris, get on that. Also, Benjamin, you can also get in touch with the Magna Carta project. I know they need more members. So Tracy and Liz, couple questions for you guys. What's your favorite aspect of the project? While we can go look at, I don't know. Let's see if Chris's parents are related to each other. No, they're not related to each other. Well, we can look at, hold on, I can't even find, where are all these Magna Carta pages? We can go through the rest of the project. So like I said, you have the GTG welcome post if you want to join the project and get a badge. They also work with a lot of spreadsheets to keep track of the barons and the gateway ancestors as well. And then let's look at their example profile that they have. So yeah, 89 members have the badge. This is their example profile. William Ironmonger. It's funny, I have a lot of family in Virginia, ancestors in Virginia. I've just hit a brick wall on my Virginia side. So maybe I do have, but just need to get past that brick wall. My parents are not related because they're from such different backgrounds that I don't think even maybe 15 generations, 20 generations out, I might not find a link. So Tracy says that her favorite, she likes writing the bios for the medieval folks. Liz says she doesn't work with spreadsheets. Michael, one of their co-leaders, doesn't actually have a gateway because he's still in England. I guess that's true. So the gateway answers the people who did come to America, but Michael's still in England, so that's funny. But he is connected to a lot of the barons. So the gateway ancestor is from those who came to America that are related to the barons. Yes. What? So I'm assuming both Liz and Tracy both have a gateway ancestor. Is that what got you interested in the Magna Carta project? And Liz says her favorite thing is learning about these folks. Michael writes up profile of the month articles for the newsletters. Oh, the newsletter. That's right. Let's go look at that real quick. Go to G2G really quick. Magna Carta. We can look at one of their newsletters. So this is their October, it's the most recent newsletter. They welcome their new members, and then they have a tip of the month. Who was the... Hold on. What did Liz say? Writes up a profile of the month articles for the newsletters that are great. Yeah, Michael writes up. Just trying to see what the profile of the week was. What's this? Let's look at. So this was linked on the newsletter. But basically, they write up a newsletter each month on G2G. A lot of different projects do this, but I feel like Magna Carta is pretty consistent with their newsletters each month. And see, they have just a quick little update about their project. And they also talked about Chase's app, the one that I showed you guys, which is kind of awesome. And yeah. Oh, so Tracy has a gateway ancestor, but Liz does not. So what got you interested in the Magna Carta project, Liz? If it wasn't because of you having that connection. So, and Tracy clarified a gateway is an American immigrant who arrived there before 1700. So if they came after, too bad, so sad, you can't be a gateway ancestor. So Tracy has one gateway, Peter Worden, and his trail was already done when I joined. But I stuck with it because verifying trails is fun. Oh, so they didn't actually have one. Okay, so let's look at another, because I thought, I was like, am I missing something? So profile of the month, there we go. So this person was the profile of the month in August. So then Michael developed that trail for this profile of the month. And they usually have a tip of the month. This month they had the error thing, out of use template. You can go through that. And then the Magna Carta has been updating a lot of stuff recently. Like apparently they just had the project maintenance team back in August. Oh wait, no, this was 2019. Don't even listen to me. That was last year. So in August of 2019, this was the profile of the month. Their newsletter is published on the first of every month, and it has a profile of the month and a tip of the month. And they've had a newsletter since April of 2018. Wow. Has it been consistent every month, or have you maybe missed a couple? I can't blame you if you missed a couple months. Oh. So Liz got interested in the project because the PM slapped a category questionable gateway on one of her immigrant ancestors, one of that she was sure of. So that's what kind of got Liz into this project. Oh, so I'm kind of glad that I kind of breezed through the first stuff really quickly, because we've been talking about, we're almost at an hour in anyway. And so every month, so Tracy says every month they have a newsletter. That is commitment. I admire that. So who usually writes the newsletter? Is it Michael or Liz or you, Tracy? Or you guys kind of take turns? And there's also Doug is also, right? Doug is also another project leader. I'm spaced. And again, if anybody has any questions, we have a few minutes left. Let us know now, but also if you have a question after this live stream, or if you're watching after the fact, after being live, you can get in touch with one of the project leaders, either Liz, Tracy, Michael, or Doug. And so they can answer your questions. They can help you with they can kind of guide you with your trail if you do have a link to a gateway ancestor. And yeah, David Douglas is the other project leader, by the way. I'd said the wrong name. I knew it was a D. I don't know where my brain went. Oh, do I sound like I'm underwater? Is that better? You guys should have told me earlier, because I don't have somebody in here with me to tell me how I sound. Okay. Maybe I am underwater, is the question. So apparently Liz and the admin team does the newsletter. And Liz was from the project pretty much from the beginning. And so we have Liz Shiflett, Tracy Thyssen, Michael Cayley, and David Douglas are your 4 leaders. And they have some project coordinators and team leaders. But those are your background noise. Oh, I have like this like in the wall AC thing. That's probably what that is. Probably what like sounds underwater. And yeah, I think I covered, at least touched on most things that Tracy wanted me to touch on. Was there anything else that some of you wanted to mention? I'm going through notes really quick. I talked about the spreadsheets and the project checklist and the teams, and how to join, the difference between the batch and affiliate memberships, kind of what the goals are of the project, and yeah. Was there anything else that you wanted to say before we head out for the morning, evening? So Doug Lockwood was an early project leader. I think because I saw his name on a whole bunch of stuff when I was looking through the pages. That's why I got confused. So Tracy and Chris are talking about helping each other. Well, Tracy helping Chris with his connections up with his Magna Carta people. Somebody was disconnected. So if there is nothing else, instead of just kind of staying here, well, Tracy and Liz help Chris. I will probably go unless there is a last minute question, last minute thoughts about the Magna Carta project. So check out the links on the project page. Tracy says there's a lot of info. So I really condensed it to fit it into the 40 minutes that I did. And thank you, Liz and Tracy, for being here in the comments. Thanks for putting up with just me by myself. So if that is it, I guess we will go. So I'll see you guys next weekend. And I have to rethink what we're doing next weekend because I'm not sure yet, but we will see you then. So goodbye, everybody.